You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, everyone knows about the Chilean nationals that were in this country encasing the homes of millionaire athletes. Travis Kelce's home got hit. Patrick Mahomes also, Joe Burrow, and others got hit up by this Chilean gang. Now, guys, we got some more details on these people, man, because their operation was sophisticated. And by the way, guys, they weren't even in this country illegally. Yeah, they actually flew in to the U.S. to case the homes and then break into these homes, get the loot, and bring it back to Chile. Yeah, they came in legally. Now, obviously, guys, something needs to be done about this. Now, I would actually say, under normal circumstances, deport them. But however, man, if they get deported, who's to say that they won't just go back to Chile and do the same thing over again and get back into the country? I mean, I believe that the Trump administration would actually do everything in their power to keep these guys out. But still, I'm not going to underestimate this gang because that's what they are, guys. Well, we got some information here, guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. Right over here. Chilean migrants, I wouldn't even call them migrants, guys. I mean, they were flying back and forth from Chile to the U.S., getting the loot and bringing it back. Anyway, charged in $2 million burglary spree targeting Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and star athletes. Oh, by the way, Luka's another one too, man. Look here. It says a gang of Chilean nationals has been charged with a string of robberies that stole millions in valuables from high-profile athletes across the United States, including homes of Kansas City Chiefs stars Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes and Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. And so it's actually 7 of these criminals right here. They were actually charged with conspiracy to commit interstate transportation of stolen property, a criminal complaint unsealed in Tampa Bay, Florida on Tuesday revealed. The men are suspected members of the South American theft group who targeted high-profile athletes in the National Football League and the National Basketball Association, NBA, all of whom were away or playing in professional games at the time of the burglaries, prosecutors said. And you know what? This is pretty easy to do, man. I mean, teams actually do list their injury reports. They're going to say if the players actually travel with the team. All you need to do is look at the schedule. And if this team is playing, you know, more than likely, they're not going to be at home. Or if they're actually on the road, it's even better for the criminals. Anyway, Mahomes had his Belton, Missouri mansion robbed just after midnight on October 6th. And Kelce's home was also broken into in the Kansas City area on October 7th, according to the Cass County Sheriff's Office. The gang is suspected of breaking into the homes while the Chiefs were gearing up to face off against the New Orleans Saints in Kansas City. The Chilean nationals allegedly made it off with jewelry, watches, cash, and other luxury merchandise during the Missouri burglaries, prosecutors revealed. 2 weeks later, the illegal immigrants allegedly struck again, but in Tampa. Thing is, like I said, guys, I don't believe they were actually illegals because look over here. In this article right here, it mentions that, and they actually get more details here because I don't believe this New York Post article actually tells you exactly how they operated here. But it says here, the home invasions were reportedly masterminded by a South American theft ring that flew foreigners into the U.S. to case and rob homes, after which they would fly back home with their loot. That's what I'm saying, man. They actually came in legally, it seems. The federal complaint published on Tuesday reveals that the gang had been working since at least October and was targeting the homes of wealthy professional athletes that the alleged crooks knew would be away from home at games when the break-ins were perpetuated. Yeah. So right here, man, they're saying that they were actually flown in. They weren't here illegally. I mean, they were going back and forth. So anyway, getting back over here, I don't think New York Post actually had that information that these guys weren't even illegals. They were actually let in because over here also they mentioned that Texas Republican Rep Chip Roy called on the Trump administration to place closer scrutiny on visa requests and travel to Chile, which until now had been given free access to the U.S. With the gangs so easily flying in and out of the country, Roy said Chile's access needed to be reassessed. See, that's what I'm saying, guys. These guys weren't here illegally. But, of course, you know, they kept doing this and they kept going. They kept stealing stuff, making money. And I'm sure, guys, they were actually bringing the loot down to the ringleaders and they were flipping it for more cash. I mean, this is crazy, man. The Buccaneers were playing on the Baltimore Ravens in Tampa around the time of the robbery because I believe they're talking about who is it? What the Buccaneers that got broken into? Not really sure who they're talking about right here. Maybe I actually missed it. On October 21st, 2024, the home of a Tampa Bay Buccaneers player. Okay, but they don't actually name the player right there. But jewelry, designer watches, and a luxury suitcase and a firearm were stolen. Okay, got that. So, man, they got away with a whole bunch of stuff, guys. A whole bunch of stuff. And they were actually posting photos of the loot. I mean, they had no, I guess they weren't afraid of anything, man. They weren't afraid of nothing right here because that's them right there. I see 8 watches right there in this picture right here. One person is actually blocked out. This guy right here may also be wearing one of the watches. I'm not really sure. But they let it be known, man. Hey, we got this stuff. And nothing you could do about it. Well, they messed up, man, because they got found out. They played with fire, now they got burnt. Going to be interesting, man, to actually see what's going to happen to these people. I'm almost saying that they shouldn't be deported. They should actually just be locked up in, actually, you know what? Throw them in Gitmo. Yeah. Because Trump administration actually has 30,000 beds now over there at Gitmo for the most dangerous of the dangerous. But in this case, man, I would say throw them over there to Gitmo right there. Yeah. That way you don't risk them actually being sent back to Chile and doing the same thing over again. Send them to Cuba. Yeah, that's what they should actually be, man. Just thought of that off the top of my head, guys. But what do you guys think of this here, man? They got them, 7 of them. All 7 of them are actually charged. I'm wondering how many years in prison they actually get for this. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.